What's up, family? Finally, we might have a little bit of hope, okay? To all my ex-convict Asian brothers that came to the U.S. as a refugee, not migration, okay? As a refugee, fleeing from a country's in turmoil, war, fleeing from being prosecuted and murdered, okay? We came as refugees to this country. But anyway, some of us got caught up in the street life and got punished for it. Went to prison, served your time, pay your debt to society. But that's not enough. The U.S. immigration law wants to deport us because we're not citizen. We are. We are citizen. But just because we ain't got that piece of paper say we citizen, they wants to send us back to a country we don't know nothing of. So finally, there's a bill right here going into Congress. It said, Asian American communities advocates said a new immigration reform bill reintroduced in Congress on Tuesday can become a pathway for Southeast Asian Americans who have been deported to return to the U.S. or who are in deportation proceeding to stay in the country. So this bill is beautiful, sweet to the ear. I pray to God that it go through, okay? Because, you know what I'm saying, many of us have families, wife and kid. Snatch our livelihood, take our kids, separate us, send us back to a country we know nothing of. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. Double jeopardies. You know, the thought of, like a person like myself, right? The thought of, you know, taking me away from my wife and my kid. You know, I can't even conceive. So, for those like myself and many others, Asian American from Southeast Asia, that right now we got this deportation hanging on top of our head. It's a it's a feeling that, you know, we could any day get, you know, snatched away from our family. And a lot of other Asian American from Southeast Asia that got deported back to like Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, they went through. I mean, I can't even imagine the pain that they suffer from being ripped away from their family, you know, and taken to a foreign country they know nothing of. They living out there homeless. Some of them is homeless, you know, jobless. They might as well be dead, you know. So this bill right here is a pathway for us. It's beautiful, you know. We come over here as refugee. Some of us have no education. Our parents is ignorant, illiterate. Some of us fall into the street life and got caught up in the system. But the system want to punish us twice. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully this thing get signed into law and give us a pathway, give us legal status to have the privilege as any other American would, okay? You know, we are not alien. We are not immigration. We didn't migrate out here. We came as refugees seeking asylum. We seek asylum. This is a country of opportunities. I mean, I ain't gonna say history. I ain't gonna, start talking about history, but this country is founded on by lies and murdering people. That's the truth. This country is founded by lies and murdering people. This country is a country of opportunities and forgiveness. This country is the leading #1 country, the most powerful countries on earth. And for them to use this little excuse just because we are not supposedly citizen and we commit a crime, we're being punished twice. So let's hypothetical speaking. So if a person commit crime and you got an origin background of let's say a black person or a white person, right? If a black person commit crime, do he get sent back to the country of origin he from? No. If a white person, a Caucasian person commit a crime, do he get sent back to the country of origin his forefather come from? No. You see? It should not be like that. We came as refugees. We are citizens of the world. It's sad and it's unjustified to punish us twice for a crime we commit once. Like I said, hopefully this bill go through and relax all the brothers that, who got the deportation hanging over their head, relaxes us, give us an opportunities, to enjoy the fruits of American, the fruits of our labor, to enjoy the life of American citizen. Some of us came back, changed, rehabilitate, got a good job, wife and kids, lead a straight path, leave a crime-free path, no longer involved in street illegal activities anymore. Some of us did a 360-degree change. We no longer seek and live the street life. We live a positive life. We pay tax just like every American pay. So, hope that this bill go through and bring some of the Asian brother back from Cambodia, Laos, from Vietnam back to the U.S. and reunite with the family. That would be a great joy to have victory over this deportation. I would not wish any unjustified illegal action, immoral, to be ripping families apart. Now, if the crime was like that, bam. If you commit a crime, bam, and they say, look, okay, you're not a U.S. citizen, you committed a crime, we're going to deport your ass back on the spot. Oh, that's reasonable then. Maybe that's reasonable. But instead, you sent that brother to the pen. He didn't serve his time. And now you want to punish him again? So I hope this bill go through. We all get to relax, and I pray that some of you brothers still locked up in the pen, when you come home, you ain't got to go through this immigration detention like what we went through. You know, back when I was when I was up in INS in Eloy, you see a lot of them older brothers that been there before. Their mind is not straight. A lot of us got caught up in this thing called, oh, you know, they not going to send you back. They not going to send you back. Go ahead and sign the paper. Well, we got tricked into signing the paper. Now, a lot of us, right, you know, you done did double digit. You spent a decade cooped up. So once you get to INS, all you want to do is be free. You got to do what you got to do to get released. So because, you know, those that been there before, they done signed a little paper and said you got, you know, by something law, you got 90 days to deport me back to the country of origin where I'm from, where I was born at. If you don't, you got to release me. Well, at that time, a lot of us didn't catch it. A lot of us is ignorant about the law. A lot of us didn't understand about the immigration law. So a lot of us want to get released, want to come home ASAP. So we just go ahead and sign a little piece of paper. And now that shit is hanging on our head. We done messed up. We done messed up, you know, big time. And if you don't sign that little paper, they gonna hold, INS gonna hold you indefinitely. Indefinitely. You know, there's cats that only did what? They went to the pen for 16 months. And they spent the last 5 years in INS. They refused. They wanted to fight their case. So the longer they fight, the longer they get cooped up. They can hold you, incarcerate you indefinitely. You see, back then, wish we would have had some people with some common sense who understand about the law and lace us down. Instead of just telling them, oh yeah, just go ahead and sign that little paper and you go out of here. You know. But good thing though, you know, good thing right now, a lot of us, you know, from Southeast Asian community that got love for us is willing to, you know, help us out. And thank you, God, you know, appreciate you got love. And I hope that this thing go through, like I said, take this thing, deportation, hanging our head, throw that shit away, give us our legal status back, you know, give us our opportunity to become a U.S. citizen, to enjoy the fruits of labor of. We work just like any other American. Like I said, we pay tax the same way. You know, we made a mistake, we pay our time. We should have the opportunities to enjoy our freedom. But anyway, this is something, you know, I would want to just talk about a little bit, you know. Hopefully all the Asian brothers from Southeast Asian, y'all feel my pain and feel that we got something strong going on right now, you know. And then one love, man.